In this lesson, we're going to talk about the use of percents in calculating simple interest. Simple interest is simply the amount of money that you pay if you borrow money, or if that's the bank or somebody pays you if you loan money to them. The simple formula for interest is that you take your principal, which is your original money, the amount that you borrow or the amount that you loan, times the rate, which is the percent, times the time in years. And a lot of times that is just simply abbreviated as I is equal to P times R times T. Principal times rate times time. All right, so if we have a principal of $15,000 and we were paying a 2% interest rate for 5 years, all right, so we're for 2%, that's probably an investment into a savings account or a money market account or something like that. So let's see how much money we're going to make in 5 years. So interest is equal to principal times rate times the time. Okay, so when we do that, principal is 15,000, okay, times the rate, which is 2%, or I'm going to change that to a decimal right away, 1, 2, all right, so it would be 0.02 times the time, which is 5 years, all right, and when we do that, plug it into our calculator, so 15,000 times 0.02 times 5, that gives us $1,500, okay? So in 5 years, if we invest this $15,000 into an investment that pays 2% interest, in 5 years, we'll make $1,500, which is pretty good. All right. Well, let's see. Okay, in this case, we're saying, well, what's the rate? All right. What is our rate here? That's what we're looking for. Once again, interest is equal to principal times rate times time. This rate here is what we're looking for. So that's our X. Interest right here, $112.50 is equal to, I'm gonna move this X here. I ran out of room. $1,500, okay, times X times 3, because so our time is 3. So we can combine the 15 times 3, 1,500 times 3. So 1,500 times 3 is 4,500. Okay, so we have 4,500 if we combine our like terms here, and 1,100 or $112.50. And then obviously what we do is we divide by 4,500. Okay, divide by 4,500. So when we do that, we have $112.50 divided by 4,500, which is 0.025. All right, so obviously this cancels out. 0.025 is equal to X. Now, rate, remember, is in percent. So to change this decimal to percent, we move our decimal point 2 times, and we end up with 2.5% is equal to our X. All right. So our interest rate, if we invest $1,500, okay, in order to make $112.50 for over 3 years, we'd have to get 2.5% interest. All right. Principal. Okay. So this is, remember, interest is equal to principal times rate times time. The same type of thing. Interest is 1,040. The principal is what we're looking for, times the rate, which is 8%. So that is, if I move it 2 times, so that's 0.08. Okay, so 0.08 times the time, which is 2. All right. So when we do that, if we do that, so 0.08 times 2 is 0.16. So I'm going to move this over to the front. So 0.16x is equal to 1,040. All right, divided by 0.16. 0.16. The 1600s cancel out. We're left with x. 1,040 divided by 0.16 is equal to 6,500. Okay, so $6,500 in this case. All right, and one last one. All right, we're actually looking for investing $750 or borrowing $750, probably borrowing because it's a 12% rate. So if we borrow $750, say to buy to buy something, okay, then we want to find out what our total cost is going to be. So first of all, we need to find our interest. Then we're going to add that. Interest is equal to principal times rate times time, right? So the principal is, so interest is $750 times the rate, which is 12%, move to a decimal point, so it'd be 0.12 times the time, which is 18 months. Okay, so remember that is, the time is measured in years. All right, so 18 months is the same thing as 1.5 or 1.5 years. Okay, so and the way I got that is I went 18 divided by 12 is 1.5. So the time here would be 1.5. So make sure that you pay attention to that. Make sure that it's in years. All right. So then when we do that, so our interest that we're going to be paying on the $750 is 750 times 0.12 times 1.5 is 135. $135. Okay, so our interest that we paid here is $135. So the total amount that we pay, the total cost is $750 plus $135. And when we do that, we end up paying $885 for whatever it is that we borrowed the money to buy. Okay, so that does it for this lesson. Make sure that you copy this formula. The interest is equal to principal times rate times time. Make sure you copy that into your notes and that you understand how to use it. If you have any questions, make sure you ask me, and we will talk to y'all later on.